What is going on, guys? It's me, and today we're going to be learning how to use tables and dictionaries in Roblox Lua. Script. To get started, I'm going to do like local my table equals, and then these curly brackets. So in some languages like JavaScript, you'll have straight brackets for arrays and then curly brackets for objects, but that is not how it works in Lua. Everything and it's called a table, and it's with these curly brackets. Like you can have an array that would be in JavaScript in a table, like a list of things. You could have a dictionary, so basically it's all in one thing. So we can have any object in here. So you can do like a string, a number, a boolean, which is a true or a false. You could also have a function if you declared it up here. And you did like my function. It's important you don't put the parentheses. So it's the function itself, not the result of the function. But we could also put other tables inside tables, which is crazy. The possibilities are limitless. So I'm going to show you a few tricks you can do. The table dot whatever is what we're going to be using most. So you can do table dot insert and just say hello. Wait, no, first you need to do the table name and then the value. And that will just insert it to the end. You can also put in like position 2. And the weird thing about Lua is that unlike most languages like JavaScript, if I wanted to pull the first element out of my table, I would do my table 0 because they start counting at 0. But I'd actually have to do 1 because that's just how Lua works. So if I want to add something in the second position, I'd do 2, and then that would push 1, 2, 3 forward and everything else with it and put something in there. I could do table dot find. So we could do to find a needle in a haystack is what they call it for some reason. And we can put what we're looking for. So it will search the haystack or the table for that string, and if it returns it, it will return the first index it can find. You can also use this for like if table.find string, and then you can tell if that value is in the table, in which case it is. You could do table dot. That's not important. Well, you can make your table read only. Create a new table. These are pretty self-explanatory. Move an element. Okay, this one's exciting. So, if the table is just strings, you can put in a table and then put a separator. So if I do this, it will print. If I make it print, it will print out hello and the space in the world. But I could put like hello and then put a comma, so then it would do hello comma world, no space. So this is useful if you want to print out like a list. Well, you can actually just print out the table itself, but if you're like working with UI and you want to put a list of things easily, you don't want to do each thing as like a different print statement, you can use cat and then like /n, and then it will just put each thing on your line. Super useful. That's all the important stuff. You can use remove. But here's how to loop through a table. So we can do for I. Some people use V, I use C, some people in pairs, and the table name, or the table actually. And then you'll have a for loop here, and for every element in the table we can use I for the element of the table we're on. So like we'll run first for string and it will be 1. Then we'll run second for 1, 2, 3 and it will be 1, 2. And then we can use C or whatever we put here. We can put whatever we want here for the actual element of the table. So first time around it would be the actual string, then it would be like the numbers 1, 2, 3. I use that all the time personally. A useful way to use that is to do. You can also put underscore if you don't need an index variable. So underscore comma player in pairs game.players : get players. There you go. You can easily like do something on every player. So like load character. Right. So that will just loop through every player in the game. That's super useful. I use it all the time. And here's where we get to dictionaries. So you could do that, and then the key equals the value. You could do, if you need like special characters, you'll get syntax errors. So you gotta do this So then what you can do is you can do dictionary dot key, and then it will give you the value of what you typed in there. You can do if you use special characters, you have to use a similar notation that you did up here. And yeah, that's about it. That's all you need to know to use tables in Roblox Lua. Most of this applies to normal Lua too. And see you next time. Make sure to subscribe and all that jazz.